So, as I was reflecting, we find these thoughts in Foundation Vedanta course. So, and we are, as I was mentioning, we are humans with these all examples. So, in Advanced Vedanta course also, so we find Bhagavan Shankara's the 9 blessings. So, Jandunam Nara Janma Durlabam. So, it's Durlabam to get the birth of Nara, being born as a human among the Jantus. So, such a blessing, first blessing. So, we all got that blessing. We are blessed, first blessing. Second, Jantuna Narajanma Durlabam. Tadaha Pumstvan, we are hale and healthy. Our physical body, senses, very rare, they are some issues of, but mostly we are hale and healthy. Pumstu. And Tato Viprada. So our Gurudev says that Viprada is mind, quietude, calmness. So when we are calm, quiet, so we understand the power of nature, what is happening around, the aware surrounding within ourselves. That is Viprata. So that blessing is also there. And then Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata, 4th point. That also we are blessed. We have faith in scriptures. We have faith in our masters. So we have faith in the Lord. So we do some sadhana in our home. So we are following the Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. And then next step is Vidvatvam. So now we have taken up the study, slowly understanding the concepts about who am I, what is this world, Jagat, who is this God, so what should be my purpose of life, how I should be related with everyone. So that also Vidvatam, we become Vidwan. So slowly getting Vidvatam. And then we will realize once Atma Anatma Vivechanam. That blessing also. So since we are the student of Vedanta, so we know what is Atma, what is Anatma. Then Svanubhavam. So the study says, what is Svanubhavam? And then we realize, oh, this is Svanubhavam. Aha, being with myself. Oh, early morning, that sunrise, we see that chirping about, what a joy, that momentary joy. And then sun, that little shining of the sky, different patterns, and the flower, and then fruit, this leaf, some beautiful creations we see, we feel, that is also part and parcel of Swanubhavam only, being with ourselves. The moment. So through scripture we understand, oh, that is called Swanubhavam. And when we started living happily, joyously, continuously, from the time we wake up till the time we sleep, the whole moment was not agitated, not disturbed, no anxieties, no worries. But we do come across some issues, but we keep calm, quiet, and we find solution. How to find solution? We approach, we get it done. But then we have a trust. The Bhagavan is the Karma Dhyaksha. Bhagavan is operating through us, we understand. Karma Yoga, Gita. And he is the Phaladata. That's the highest thing. We understand. Oh, my duty is to doing a lot of efforts. My best, give. And accept whatever. The farmer duty is to cultivate the paddy. And then accept whatever comes, the paddy or wheat, whatever harvest comes, he has to accept. Then his happiness is in his hands. So this secret of Karma Yoga we understand. Then Karma Dhyaksha, Bhagavan, Karma Phaladata, Bhagavan. Then so this all we understand. Vidvatvam to Atmanatma Vivechanam to Svanubhavam. So Svanubhavam also we really. Then that stage happens, Brahmatmana Samsitihi. So the master says, the master who is living with us, he says, you should be the whole day. Be always happy. Be always in the positive moment. So be cool. And you have studied Vedanta, the Anta, end portions of Vedas. That is called Upanishads. That is called Yoga Shastra. So, you have studied all those things, reflected. Who gets such an opportunity? You are very much blessed. So, it's very easy. As though it's there in your hand. Amalakam. You just have it. And so, started living, continuously practicing. So, that is Brahmatmana Samsthi. Then that we automatically, so you just learn the swimming, you just learn the driving. So, how many of you drive two-wheeler wonderfully, car wonderfully? Many of my friends, whether men or women at the age of 40, 50, 60, they beautifully ride in the big cities traffic. How they mastered that? Same. Our own intellectual clarity about who am I, what is this God, what is this world. Having always right contact, following the regulations, rules, not indulging in anything, thinking that happiness in the objects, oh, the happiness is my state of mind. So, performing my sadhana. Now, I will come to share some interesting few sadhanas. So, you all may know. So, I just want to reflect few very basic things. So, particularly Yoga Shastra. When we say Yoga Shastra, we say Bhagavad Gita is also Yoga Shastra. So, iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishads, so Yoga Shastra, So, there the Patanjali says Ashtanga Yoga. So, 8 limbs of yoga, he says. The first one is Yamaha, second one is Niyamaha, third one is Asanas, which is Hatha Yoga. We do a lot of Tadasanam, Vrichagasanam, Padmasanam, so Surya Namaskaram. These all are part of third Asanas, Hatha Yoga, otherwise called. Pranayamam, where Ramdev Baba is very famous. So, Anulam, Vidalum, all because pranas, regulations, Pancha pranas. Fourth one, Pratyahara, withdrawing completely from the surroundings. I am also sitting in this among you, withdrawing, no disturbances. Calm, quiet place. So, you are also sitting calmly, quietly, completely withdrawn from many things, then focused. This is called Pratyahara. So, these all are outer, and then little internal. Dharana, so concentrated, focused. So, we do japa, with that japa we get this dharana shakti, focused on particular thing, dharana. And then comes dhyana. So, we are supposed to practice some meditation also today. Am I right? If I am right, yes. So, dhyana, meditation, calmly, quietly, just being ourselves. Mind is not with any thoughts. It is not an activity, but it is an activity. So, that dhyana, being ourselves. And then we achieve that state of samadhi, samyak adhishtanam, our true state. So, when we remind ourselves of these 8 limbs of yoga, it's very essential to reflect ourselves. What is this Yamaha, Niyamaha, first one, second one? I hope you all might have come across, but still I want to share. So, reflect with you among this time. So, Yamaha, so it is otherwise called restraints. So, as we elder, we want to restrain the child. Don't put your finger in the fire like that. So, don't do this one. Those restraints. So, 5 don'ts. What all are they? Ahimsa, not injuring anyone. Ahimsa. First one, the practice of Patanjali's yoga first starts with ahimsa. Ahimsa is very well known, famous. We find in Gita also many times. So, ahimsa. Satya, not lying, always truthful. So third one is asteya, not stealing. Not stealing anyone's things or ideas, concepts, not stealing. Fourth one, brahmacharyam. So, not indulging our senses. So, eyes watching correctly, ears, not too much gossips, eat not too much food, what I like, this food I like. This is our sadhana, so tough to come out of our likes and dislikes. So, brahmacharyam. Finally, aparigraha, not collecting too many things. Graha, collection, parigraha, well collection, aparigraha, don't collect too much things in our life. So, this 5. So, don'ts. Now, what are the do's? Niyamaha, 5. So, cleanliness. we know morning we get up, we try to clean up ourselves. So, and then, our whole body, nails and other thing. And then slowly our clothes, and then our place, so work, everything. Then thoughts, mind, thoughts. So we want to divinize our thoughts, clean. So Shaucham is very powerful thing which we are supposed to do every day. We are doing also, but consciously. Second one, Santosha, be happy. And third one is tapas. Lot of tapas. Vrata. No, we decide we want to do this Navaratri, Vrata, and a variety of things. So tapas. And then fourth one, Swadhyaya. So we are here taking up the study. So this is Swadhyaya. About ourselves, about God, about world. So understand what is my purpose of life, how I should lead my life. So all these things. Share this wisdom. Then understand also more. Then finally, Ishvara Pranidhanani. So have faith in that Lord. So he is the Karmadhyaksha, he is the Karma Phaladata. So this is a very, very beautiful 5 don'ts and 5 do's which I keep on reflecting every day with my youngsters. As I am in Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapita University with youngsters, now and then, this only if they practice these don'ts and do's. And then we find, in Gita, who is the great, best person? So it's considered as a bhakta, devotee. So Advaishta Sarva Bhutanam. So all the bhutas, Sarva Bhutanam, all living creatures don't hate, hatred. So we try to slowly become, we are not hating anyone. Maitraha, friendly. So we find this, 13th sloka, 14th sloka, 15th sloka. Samay, but he is very dear to me. Krishna says he is very dear to me. So that list of bhaktas. And in again divine qualities, 16th chapter. Abhayam, fearlessness, who is the greatest virtue of a Daiva. Abhayam, fearlessness, when it comes. So Puja Guruji Swami Tejamanji says in the Upanishad course, who is the author of the Upanishad course, he says, when you see everyone as Bhagavan, Brahma, Sarvam Brahmam, then you start loving everyone, respecting everyone, having the right contact with everyone. So talking with correctly, moving, action, every efforts, everything perfect conduct. So then you don't fear. So that is called Abhayam. So that Abhyasa, to reach that state, it will take time, practicing this spirituality. Abhayam, Shattva Shamshuddhihi, second quality, in 16th chapter, first verse. The purity of your mind, Sattva Shamshuddhi. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi, Jnanam and Yogam, both you are well established. We find in 12th chapter, Sthita Prajna, Gunatita. So all these things, like this Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti, getting established when? So now comes the list. Dhanam, do a lot of charity. When you have plenty, give. Dhanam, Damascha, control of your senses. Don't waste your senses too much in the indulgent, in the world, thinking that happiness is in the world. So have control, sense control. So that is Dhanam, Damascha, Yajna. Conduct a lot of Yajna. So here in our temple morning, Havan happens. Here Sunday, our Vedanta Sadhaka course students conduct every Sunday morning 7 to 8 some Havan. So Havan is a variety of type of Havan. Dhanam, Damascha, Yajna. Our work is itself a worship. Wherever we are, whatever the duty. As a homemaker in our home, cooking. Our Gurudev says, where your hands, that should be your mind. So I am a good cook, taking care of my family members. So that is also wonderful. Yajna. So Dhanam, Damascha, Yajnacha, Swadhyaya, Tapa, Arjavam, like that the list goes. Ahimsa, Satyam, Akrodha. So again there comes Ahimsa, second sloka. Daiva quality, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says. Ahimsa, there also he says, Satyam, truth. See, Patanjali says Ahimsa as a first. Second, Satyam. So here also Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Akrodha, don't get angry. So, Bhuteshu, so don't too much. Our pursuit of this knowledge, this wisdom, because this is, for Janma Janmantara, Jantunam. How many jantus living, So Bhagavan there concludes, Shata Janma Koti Sukrudahi Punyehi Vina Na Labhyate. Second shloka of Vivekashudamani, Shankara Bhagavan says, Shata Janma Koti. So 100,000s of birth, with that punya karma, good merits we have done, then only we get these 9 blessings. Being born as a human, and then with hale and healthy, and then calm quietude, some common sense, head, mind, and then have faith in this scripture and the God and this Vaidika Sampradayas, and then Vidvatvam, we also reached the blessed of 5th stage, and then 6th, we know what is Atma and Atma, and we know what is Svanabhavam also. So then, only thing we have to reach is Brahmatmana Samsthiti. From morning to evening, we should be always happy. That's what we have to do practice. So we have to find small tips, techniques, start practicing these values. So consciously. So that pure consciousness of my true nature, so we have to to be with that, to get established with that, so we have to consciously practicing the values. So loving everyone, friendly with everyone, helping everyone, giving, vibrant life. Very few there are, very few. And we are one among that few. So let us have that courage to accept it. So like buddhir balam yashoho dhairyam, nirbhayatvam arogata ajatyam vakpatatum cha anumasmaranad bhavati. We just remember Bhagavan Hanumanji, you get all these things. What buddhi, what physical balam, dhairyam, courage. Yasha, fame, because we have faith in the Lord. Vakpatatum, we can correctly speak, how to speak, when to speak, what to speak. We get everything.